So I recently made an order from the Lego site and I actually got this super sweet printed minifigure. That's right, you can custom print minifigures on the Lego site now. You don't have to go to just the store. On top of that, I got some pieces. That's because I'm actually building a beach to add to my Lego City update coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. But we're here to talk about this printed minifigure. There's so many things you can put on this thing, and actually since I've ordered this, they've actually added some more prints for the torso, so let's take a look at those. So what you want to do, whether you're on your phone or computer, is on the top left you hit the menu button, then from there you hit shop, then you go to the middle which says pick a build, and then you press Minifigure Factory, and that takes you to the page. Now from there you can hit customize your minifigure and then get right into it. Now there is a few different things you have to do. First up, you can pick your head, which doesn't matter which one you get, whether it looks like you or doesn't. It doesn't really matter. You just pick one. Then you can go into the hair, and I picked one that was closest to me. They don't have every hairstyle, but that is fine too. You know, if you don't have a hairstyle in there, go ahead and pick it. It doesn't really matter. Then we can actually go into the torso itself, and then you can see there's a front and then the back. So with the front one, you can actually see that it has the Precious on there, and there's actually Lord of the Rings ones that they added on there. So those are all new added since I bought mine. So I'm thinking about getting another one, but I'm not sure yet. Then the back is basically just shows the back of those. Now the torso only comes in white. You can't switch the actual color of it, but there's a bunch of different prints and stuff that you can add onto it, whether it be for like work or casual or sports or whatever it is. You can just add basically whatever they have on there. It's not too big, but it still is in the early stages of development, so you gotta give them a little bit of credit for not having everything. So it's pretty cool what you can actually add on there. Now let's go into some of the decorations that you can actually put on there. So they have like some prints and stuff that you can actually put on there, which are pretty cool. You can make them whatever size you want and just put them wherever you want, which is a pretty cool feature to have on there. They have all sorts of stuff from like animals to food to equipment and nature and just all sorts of stuff on there that you can put on there. Then what you can actually do is type in something if you want to. You can basically type in whatever word you want, like your name or whatever, but for our sake I'm going to type in Lego, so that way we can see actually what it does. And then you can see that when it gets on there, you can make it whatever size you want. They have all sorts of different fonts and just layouts and stuff like that. You can switch it around to however you like it. There's not, like I said, a whole ton of options, but you can switch the color of it if you want to. There's a lot of different things you can do, and I think it's really cool, and it really makes it worth it if you can add like your name on there, so that way it's like it makes it really unique to you. So you can actually delete it from there, or you can move it forward or backwards depending on what prints you have on there, if you want it in front or the back. Then we can go into the legs themselves. All they really have is regular long legs, some short legs, and then there is a dress like leg element there. There's no like medium legs. I guess they probably will have them eventually, but there's none of those right now. Then you can go ahead and pick your accessory. They have a bunch of them in there. You can pick some food, some animals. They even have like a computer, which is super cool. And then they have a few other cool items that you can pick, like a pizza and a controller for like a console. And then they even have an iPhone, which is just pretty cool to see all this different stuff. You can basically add whatever. I would definitely recommend getting something that you don't have, just to make this minifigure worth as much as possible to you. Then from there you can go ahead and look at the front and the back of your minifigure, just to make sure that it looks good. Then after you're done, you can hit done, and then it'll say it's sending you through like a security check, just to make sure there's no bad words or anything. And then it'll say looks great when it is done, and then from there you can add it to your bag, which you can see it's $12, or you can go back and edit it. So it's pretty cool to see how it works, and it's a fun experience. So the experience to opening this is actually comes like this in the Lego package. Obviously I would recommend definitely ordering something else when you order this, because this is $12, which is expensive for a single minifigure, but really makes it worth it if you can put your name on there. But like, order something else just so you get over the free shipping price. But you basically just get this little bag right here, and then you can open it in the back. Now I have not opened this yet, so this is actually gonna be my first look at it, and I'll make a small review of what I actually got it on there. So they have pretty standard pieces, and it's actually really cool. So let's take a look at that. So here's all the pieces that comes with. So you got the legs, the hair, the face. I actually picked a bird as the accessory just because I don't have this red bird. Plus, animals are typically more expensive, so it makes it worth your money to get something that's typically more expensive. And these come together like this. It says lego.com, and I guess you can probably scan that QR code and it probably takes you straight to it, which is super cool. And I do have this blue brick on here. It's actually kind of hard to see it, but it does say brick a lot on there, so I put my channel name on there. And then on this side, you can see it says let's go to the next one. If you don't know what that is, well, you'll find out in a minute. So it looks like it comes with the Lego name and then the QR code on both sides of this 1x3 brick. I did not order this, so it looks like that this comes extra with it. So it makes it a little bit more worth your money. But on the other side, you can see I have an Earth right there, and then there's a little tiny spaceship, and then a moon with some stars. Let me put this together and we'll take a closer look at it. So I think this is really cool. They don't have a huge selection of like the hair and stuff like that, but it actually makes it a lot more worth it to get this 1x3 brick. And like I said, not I don't think it's worth $12, but it if you were going to get one, I would probably recommend at least the first one you get to put your name on there, so that way it's just a little bit unique and it makes it more worth it to you personally. Now, something I want to say about this QR code, I actually scanned it and it sent me to some like random like site kind of. So I don't really think this works for some reason. It wasn't working for me. It didn't send me to the Lego Factory, Minifigure Factory, or anything like that. So interesting to see that that actually does not work. And next time I'm probably going to get white lettering instead of black, just because it's kind of hard to see and I think white would look better. And like I said before, it says let's go to the next one, and that's because I hope y'all enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's go to the next one.